You already know what it is. It's your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
It's your girl Shalee. Hey, I'm in the building.
And we are back with another episode of the We Outside Show. We back in season 3, man. Make some noise for that. All right, man. Look, so we took a little time off to get it right. You can catch us on live every Tuesday night to keep it current. We do current events, but we back, man. We on the radio, we on the podcast, and we got a real special guest today, man. We got the one and only Mark Curry in the building. How you doing, sir?
Boy, I'm doing. I can't complain, man. You know when you complain, people run from you.
That's a new one. I'm saving that. Let me put that in my pocket, man.
Put that one in there.
When you complain, people run from you.
They run from you. Don't nobody want to hear nobody complaining.
That's fact. Good vibes only, man.
Good vibes only, man.
All right.
Pleasure to be here, man. I thank y'all for having me here.
Oh, man, it's our pleasure as well, you know.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get you here for a minute anyway, so now we got you here. So now we're going to get into a little bit of everything. We've been, I've been talking to you about on the phone. And,
It's about time.
yeah. So,
It's about time. It took, everybody wasn't ready for this.
Right. Yeah, timing is everything.
Timing is everything. But
Yeah.
now, guess what? It's time.
oh, yeah.
So let's start from the beginning.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so for those who don't know, tell everybody, who you are, what you're known for, and how you started in this game.
Well, I'm known for for this town right here, Atlanta. One of the first groups that we were a part of was called the Unknown Mob, and it was with Tiny from Zeus.
Oh, the
Tiny,
wrestler?
Yep, the wrestler Tiny, and it was my partner V and Dent, who went on to be a big producer, and then Zach and Mello, and then Spearhead X,
This guy over here.
that guy over there.
Yeah.
So it was. We started off from there, but
Wait, hold on, Mark. Zeus did music?
he was just part.
He's
of
part of the crew.
Okay, like Entourage. He was the muscle.
part of the entourage.
Yeah.
He just go to the strip club with us and all of that.
That's a good nigga to walk around with.
Yeah, back in the
The
day,
real
he
diva.
was.
Yeah, the real Debo.
Real diva. Yeah. But from here, I went to Lakeshore High School with Dallas Austin. I went to with Divine Stevens. I forget, it was another good high end singer. There was a female. What was her name? She went to.
Was it
Lakeshore.
Deborah? It
I
wasn't
think you
Deborah.
up in there something.
Deborah Killings?
Somewhere right.
Yeah.
And it was Lakeshore, and then it was MD was a school that was right in the corner. So I come. If you ask me where I'm from, I'm gonna say I'm from Atlanta, because where you from is where you best get your character.
Mm-hmm.
My character comes from Atlanta. They know me more from Atlanta than where I come from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same for me at this point.
Yeah.
I became a man in Atlanta, so
that's where it is. Where
Yeah.
your mail goes. Wherever
Yeah.
your mail goes, that's where you live.
straight up. Atlanta saved my life too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Atlanta is my life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so
Thank you.
after that, so you're doing music in around this time. This is the 80s?
Yeah, probably around 19. When I came here and went to Lakeshore in 1985. So really, it wasn't even music then. We was just doing talent shows and school talent shows and Sharon Showcase. I don't know if y'all know about Sharon Showcase.
Yeah, Sharon.
I said we're gonna have to take them back. We're gonna take them back, X.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take y'all back. To
Yeah, let's do some
Sharon.
history, man. That's why you're here. Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
don't know what that
on
is. What is that?
Glenwood. Oh, it was on Glenwood, right?
No. It was
What
on
was
Gresham.
it at? Gresham,
Gresham.
Gresham, my bad.
Yeah.
I knew it started with a G, forgive me. But Sharon Showcase was a spot like all of the inspiring artists used to go and perform at Sharon Showcase. And there was another club called Club Charles that people used to go to.
Charles
that
Disco.
was different, Charles Disco.
Right.
But then Sharon Showcase was where it was like a big talent show all the time. If you can go to Sharon Showcase
Yeah.
and do something, you right, you live.
Was she the first big showcase out here?
Yeah, that was like the main, it was like a teen club. So, like, for the teenagers, it was like somewhere for us to go. Like, that's what I always be saying, like, kids missing out. Like, they don't have a Sharon Showcase for them to go to. But that's like from all sides of town. If you was from the south side, the north side, the east side, the west side, everybody went to Sharon's as teenagers. So what you would probably have when she did a showcase, and she would and she would just, if you came on a Friday or Saturday night, you never know when Sharon would just let you get up on stage and rap or whatever. You would have kids from everywhere, all across the city. Like, they dance, they sing, they rap. Everybody was there, from Divine to everybody that kind of built what the Atlanta scene is now. All of us came out of Sharon. I was just telling her that the other day before we did the 50th museum. We did the grand opening for that, and I had to come over there for that. I was like, a lot of everybody that's in this room had their first real hip hop experience at Sharon Showcase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly the truth.
Okay.
But that's a long time ago. Back when, that's before YouTube.
So Sharon was the YouTube back in the day.
It's the YouTube.
Yeah, like that was our main platform. Like that was before, like even when rap wasn't even really being played on the radio. Like we was, you know, you had DJs and you had neighborhood DJs, you had mixtapes. That's how we really heard rap. You know what I mean? And then you went to the club on the weekend. And that's how you seen the dancers. All the dancers would come out, and through the dances, like pretty much everybody that's rappers now was dancers,
right?
But before then, though, we could even go into TLC. They were dancers. With Tion, or everybody used to be at Sharon Showcase dancing. So you can go see everybody, Divine. And if you was at Sharon Showcase doing your thing, you was live. So
Yeah.
And he's right. Definitely everybody was really like a dancer before they became an artist.
So how did you get on? Is that just
How
from,
did
from
I
those,
get on?
doing those showcases?
I was messing around with Spearhead X.
Okay,
We,
man.
and then at the same, when we call Get On, I don't really think Get On is like, L.A. Reid may have discovered, found me and said, hey, Mark, you got talent. I may not have ever got the recognition from L.A. Reid or from those higher acts, the Clive Davises and those kind of people, but I had a lot of respect from Dallas, and then I had a lot of from X. So, I got on just by us stamping each other.
Yeah.
I didn't get that stamp from over there.
Okay, understood. But it's different ways to get in and get on,
different
right?
ways of getting in. It's definitely more. It's a lot of ways to skin a cat.
So I became aware of you back in the Bad Boy days, obviously from your pen game, right? So how does ghostwriting come into play? How did you get into writing?
I didn't get into ghostwriting. I got into writing hot songs, and somebody just wanted to buy my songs.
Right.
Hit the plate.
So it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, so
Who did you write songs for?
Well, obviously we know I was writing for Diddy.
Okay.
So anytime I would have, it's a lot of songs that I wrote for Diddy
Okay,
that
what
never.
songs? What's a song that people would know, that you would want people to know about you in this time? What song have you written that you wrote for Diddy, so we can know when it comes down to the catalog?
One of my biggest songs that I wrote for him was the Godzilla "Come With Me"
Okay.
with Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
And I did that track when he was walking on the buildings and stepping into Godzilla. So to this day, every time the Godzilla movie get money with the Godzilla, I get money with Training Day. I wrote I was a part of the song on Training Day with David Bowie. And reason why I'm saying these things, because David Bowie's passed and Led Zeppelin also passed. Am I correct? Didn't Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin? I believe so.
Yeah, that was the Godzilla record, I think.
Yeah.
Godzilla and David Bowie, two great artists. They both passed, but I was able to do a song with at least those people.
That is dope.
To me, those are like my most major accomplishments was being, and then it was Diddy. So before Diddy, it was Led Zeppelin and David Bowie. Then Diddy.
Okay.
Was the business good with the with Led Zeppelin and David Bowie? Because we hear so many horror stories, man. Is there any good business?
I got my publishing out of everything.
There we go.
I got my publishing out of everything because we looking at administering. Whoever administers your publishing, that means when the check comes, it's going to the person who is administering, who's handling the business. Who the check is going to come to you if you administer, and then now you have to break the checks down between me and her and X, however it may go.
Right.
But that's what Janice Combs was, the administrator. She was the administration of the publishing. But it was a time when I fired that administrator, that part. I was like, I don't no longer want to have them administering my deal.
Right.
So then now I went and I directly got my check from EMI or Sony. So I just diverted it, and there was no sense in you sending my check to a middleman.
Yeah, cut my check to
Send
me.
it right to me.
Yeah.
But then that's when they was like, hey, you know how to call those people and make them cut your check directly to you? Like, yeah, it's just a phone call. I have a little sheet called my splits.
Right.
This is my split sheet. It says, read it with me. It says, I own how much? This much %. Well, okay, I'm going to administer my own deal.
So at this time in the game, there's like the internet is not going crazy and social media and all that. So how did you get that information? Like, do you remember who gave you the information to figure out, hey man, somebody's cutting my check to somebody else instead of me. This is who I need to call. Do you remember how you figured that out?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, this is an off story, but if you really want to know, I'm gonna keep it funky with you.
Yeah, we about building on. I want people to get information. You know what I mean?
All right. So one day I was over at Silent Sound. What was that owned by
Yeah, that
Daryl
was Daryl Simmons.
Daryl Simmons. We at his studio, and we here on tour, and so I'm sitting in the studio, and I'm from Atlanta, so everybody's living in a hotel. And so I was like, even though I'm from Atlanta, I still want a hotel room too. So they gave me a hotel room so I could go to the hotel. I bet. So I'm at the studio, and then I noticed a song that I had wrote. It said that the publishing went to how they registered it. I was like, hold on, why is my song registered like this? Like none of these people was with me when I was shooting in the gym. Right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, hold on, what's going on? And I started questioning things. And then I was sitting there one day, and my partner come over, you understand, because it was one of Puff's employees. She registered the song. I was like, I don't really care. The business was, I didn't really care about what was going on. I just care about how it went down. So I don't care about what this contract says. I'm more concerned about why did you present this to me. Now I'm looking at the foulness of the words. So then I'm like, how could you register a song that I wrote and give this person credit for what I wrote? And it was confused. She told me, handle your business. I just do what Puff told me to do. And she said, handle your business. And I told her one more time. She said, handle your business. By the time she said it 2 times, her head was all the way in the window. And I told her I'm handling my business, right? And then she went and told Puff. And then I was sitting there in the chair, and then somebody came up and hit me with a gun. Pow! Like that.
What?
Yup. Right at Daryl Simmons joint. I was sitting in the back. And then when nigga hit me with the gun, and then that's when Wolf was still living, and me and Wolf had a good relationship. He was like, why would you do that to a friend of yours? Like, he has a right to feel the way he's feeling. He has the right to say what he's saying. There's no reason why, you did that. And it was a conflict between friends, because he walked in with the person who hit me with the gun. Right? Mm-hmm. And then when the person hit me with the gun, he was like, why would you do that to this? So that's when I understood the publishing game. But I knew to handle my business.
So was there like an argument before somebody hit you, or you just asked the question and somebody came in and hit you with a gun?
I don't really know. It's just really if my name is, if I wrote something and that's me and I did that, I need to know everything. It was times where you be like, yo, if you did, you know what overdubs are?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what overdubs
are. Well, explain it to the people that don't know, for the audience.
Right.
You don't know what overdubs are? X, you want to tell them what overdubs are?
You can tell her. Go ahead.
Okay, overdubs are like, let's say if you a producer and you Pharrell and you produce a song for me, and then now I go back as a producer as X and I say I want to put on some more tambourines or cymbals. I want to put on harder kick. So I'm gonna come in and overdub on your track. So then now once that track is released, it's produced by you and me. I overdubbed it.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yep.
So then when you overdub, and sometimes if you add in a kick or something, but we would test it and be like, now tell me what you did. Tell me what 808 you put in. And you'd be like, no, that's the same 808 that was already in there. No, them are the same symbols. There's nothing you did. There's nothing. Then that's when you realize you're saying that you produced this song with me when you actually didn't. It was like that long time.
So a lot of the credit that Puffy got for producing songs, and like I said, we wouldn't talk about this all the whole podcast. So a lot of songs that Puffy did, he got credit for. He really didn't produce.
A lot of them, a whole bunch of them. He may have overdubbed or just really. Come on, it's so crazy, X. You already know in order to have that number one hit, if you ain't on that number one team, you're not gonna have that number one hit. So the number one team it's all about. They're not gonna let you go and produce a song from out the blue and don't belong to some camp. That's gonna make you a lot of money, gonna make nobody else no money. So in order for you to make money, we got to be making money together.
So in other words, from the story you just told me, you was kind of strong-armed out of your publishing.
kind of like that, but you remember where we come from, so he kind of like gave me a lot of mine. I wasn't strong armed as much as I would say Depp or Rob and all of those other artists. Like I was getting my publishing from him, and he only got a percentage of it because I came from I came from D-Mac and the crew.
Right.
So you can't rob the crew.
Right. So did so even when you was dealing with that, like how did he handle the producers? Was the producers treated the same way publishing wise as the writers were too?
Now, producers and writers do different things. Producer can get some money up front. Writer can't get nothing.
Right.
The game is organized in house designers to keep the writer broke, keep the writer humble. How can you keep a writer humble? How can you keep an artist, not say a writer,
Because
but an artist?
and I don't mean to cut you off because if I'm not mistaken, I kind of remember when you kind of started dealing with Bad Boy. You went over and if I'm not mistaken, you went over as a artist first, right?
Mhm.
And then that you kind of from an artist, it kind of trickled over to you becoming a writer, right?
Right. But the only reason why I became a writer is because the music that I was writing was so fire that once they heard the music, he was like, yo, I want to buy that song. But you couldn't say my words. You can't speak my truth. So it's hard, no matter, if I write something and it's fire and it comes from my heart, it's going to be hard for you, another person, to say my truth. So every time he would say my words, it wouldn't sound right. It just wouldn't. It just wasn't it. And I would be there. I'd be like, that's not it. That's not how I said it. And so I would be there for that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you was in the studio working with him, and you like, okay, did you rap it? You laid it down first, and then he kind of learned it, and then went in and put his thing on it.
Yeah, it'll be my song, it'll be done. Then he take it and listen to it. And the next day you come back, all the lyrics are stripped off the song, and he be sitting there doing like this. And then bam, then he be trying to say the words, and you be like, yeah, that's not how you do that, bro. You be having this time, I be like, man, I gotta take a break, man. This is too much, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I felt honored to actually, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing bad to be able to coach someone and teach them how to say words, We don't have too many people that in position to teach people how to speak.
But do you feel like it was bittersweet though? Because it's like essentially you had a vision and it was almost like he wasn't meeting your vision. He wasn't creating the vision that you created, that you wrote. And then down the line, he basically made it to where he fit into the story that you created.
Well, we can leave music out and we can just take that to the ladies. It's almost like when you have someone that might be jealous or envious of you because you're able to talk to a female and make her like you. You may have different words. The way you can articulate yourself into a way to where women might find it attractive. So you know what I'm saying? I always was one of those kind of people, smooth saying with my words. Everything felt smooth. So then really, like, I can make a female's heart melt.
Okay, so you had the je ne sais quoi. You had that je ne sais quoi.
Definitely. And then when you got people that don't have that, oh man, they wish they had it. It's worth more than money.
That's where the hate come from.
And you, not on you.
Yeah, it's in me. It's not. But then sometimes you got to get mad and you be like, damn, man, why God make me understand it like this to where people got to hate me for how I live?
I feel you, dog. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to dim my light. You know what I mean?
What we called it a minute ago? When,
The eclipse, man. They try to eclipse my light.
Yeah,
man.
solely eclipse them out.
Let me shine, man.
I really feel like, but to really have it is to have it across the board. Because to be able to emulate something and actually have it is two different things.
Right. Once you got it, you got it. And I'm going to tell you something, about a natural star. Natural star, like, when you a star, God just don't bless you with the ability to do one thing. God bless you with the ability to do all things. So you could be a comedian like Jamie Foxx. You could be a singer like Jamie Foxx. You could be an actor like Jamie Foxx. You could be an actor like Ice Cube. You could be a rapper like Ice Cube. So it's not just going to be one thing. It's everything that you touch, you have the opportunity to turn it into something.
I think that's beautiful because I think that you basically spoke on the people who were chosen and then the people who just were a part of the abundance of somebody who was chosen.
Right? You can look. You can't make a star. Star is already born.
So I gotta ask you this, and I don't want to be messy, like. But when he recorded the songs, right? After the songs were completed, and like you said, it was your vision, your song. What did you think about the finished product?
Sucked. This song sucks. Yo, get it out of here. Don't play it for X. Don't play it for X. Yeah, nah. It was
But those songs went to be on soundtracks and
sucked.
they out there publicly now. Like, and you living with the whole. This
I
is
did
my
better.
vision. Now it's.
It's there, and it made it. But I feel, you know what I'm saying. But when I feel about doing better, I know I can do again. That's the difference about me.
Okay.
When I do something great, the great thing about doing something great is knowing that you can do it again. So this ain't the first time I'm gonna be able to do it. So if I could do it one time, I'll do it again. That's the reason why I never stopped doing nothing that I started in the first place.
So we touched on all the negatives, like a lot of the negative stuff there, right? But we got to talk about, because Bad Boy was a big label. You can't deny it. And I know being a part of that had to make you feel some type of way.
Especially, yeah.
Tell me about the highs. What was the highs? Tell me about what was the great times at Bad Boy opposed to Puffy was this, Puffy was that. Tell me about
I'ma tell you,
when me and this guy locked in and what made us lock in.
one of the great things. Well, X, and if I can, in my life, whether people don't know it, one of the greatest moments that I ever experienced in my life was just meeting you.
Boy, stop playing.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. You was a star to me. You mean more to me than damn near Dallas,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Damn near Kevin Wells. Kevin Wells means a lot to me.
Right.
Right? Because we grew up. So when we grew up, we didn't have stars. We were stars.
Right.
So we didn't look up to people like that. It was just we just looked at them like that's him. It wasn't no, but it was a time when I wanted to get signed to Bad Boy, and I thought that would be a great business move.
Right.
And I did it. Unfortunately, it wasn't one of the best decisions I made before in life, but it was a decision. It's something I have to live with, and word under the bridge. You know, it's yesterday. It's gone forever. But I had a good time. One, I don't think that he can make me any more famous than I already am.
Right.
And I don't hold him credible for the success that I have now. I feel like this is what I earned off of just being me.
Right. Correct.
I don't have 1 million followers or nothing like that. I just got the followers that genuinely like me. Some people got 1 million followers, and you say, okay, why you got 1 million followers? Because I was his friend. I didn't get those. I didn't get that wave. It was still me. I like it because every person that I they talk back to me.
So,
Genuine.
what was the song that you say you fell in love with that you did over there that you say, like, now, what I painted, this is the paint?
That song with again, it'll go back to Godzilla because that song was a song that it took me a while to write. It took me a while to find those pockets, and it was times when I wasn't going to be the writer of the song. He was like, "Don't worry about it. I can always get source money to try, or I can always get this writer to try." So it was just like, "Yo, Ivor, you trying to make me better by letting me know I'm going to lose this check, or I'm going to go and pipe down and just get this song right." And I would go and write the song, get them right. But it was Godzilla that actually, because it was hear my cries, hear my calls, lend me your ear, see my falls, know I'm lacking, know my faults, time halts, see my loss.
And he did that on the MTV Awards too, right?
He did that at all the Saturday Night Live, MTV, David Letterman. We was on everything.
Right.
Yeah,
Because y'all did the Bad Boy for Life too, right? You was on that record as well.
Bad Boy for Life was a record that I was on, but Bad Boy for Life was when I first recorded Bad Boy for Life, it was Loon, Black Rob, and Puff. And then when I came in and I did my verse, they kind of like put Loon off the song and put me on it. Yeah, because it's the hot man.
Made the best verse win.
Made the best. verse.
So you wasn't around a bunch of slouches as MCs either. Like this is at the height of Bad Boy too. So who all y'all had over there as like MCs at the time? 'Cause I know
G
like,
Dep, Black
Dep.
Rob.
Yeah, the deputy.
Dep was nice, bro.
The deputy.
Yeah.
Blasting off. We got Dep. We got Rob. We got the Hood Fellas, man. They was another group that we had that was fire. With Verse, it was a dude who used to freestyle, tear everybody up.
What was his name?
Verse.
Verse. You was over there, my favorite group of all time, the Locks.
The
my-
locks.
that's my-
The locks. The locks was.
Were they leaving at that
The
time?
locks was. Let me see. The locks. At that time, the locks was just like a one of Puff's groups. I never, I gel with Jada Kiss and Style. I gel with the Styles P, definitely, all of them. It took us to have a friendship outside of Bad Boy in
Yep.
order to really recognize each other. We didn't recognize each other on that label.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
Competition, you think?
It wasn't competition. It's probably they was busy doing a lot, or they had a whole bunch of things that they were trying to do with Puff as far as they publishing and things. So it wasn't always a happy house. The house was never
Yeah.
always happy. You always had somebody who was complaining, whether it's Tanya Blunt,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do we want to go into that? Or Tammy, Ridgefoot, or we can go to Kane Siafi. It's just a lot of artists that people, we could go to Sherry. Then it's a lot of artists that was on Bad Boy.
Yeah, I like Sherry too. Sherry was dope.
So I do want to go back to just because you're a writer, I just respect niggas' pen. Like that's my favorite thing.
Right.
So
Right.
who are some people? Because you brought up Sauce Money, and I was a big Sauce Money fan.
Yeah.
I love Sauce pen. Who are some people that you feel like they pen was just out of this world at the time, and maybe they didn't get they just do?
Well, I know Dylan might have said it best. He said Dylan, 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 Dylan. I would say Mark Curry. Nah.
I know
Nah,
that's
but
right.
Dylan. Nah. Yo, I really liked Source Money on how, as far as how he made Puff look. I think Source Money made Puff look really good. And he kind of did a lot of Source Money songs properly. They were recorded right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hear his name brought up enough. That's why it was cool
Yeah,
that you
they
mentioned
gonna
that.
always
Like you,
hide-
like
they
they
gonna
don't say
tuck
y'all
them in.
names like that. But niggas who do research, like I was the guy reading all the credits. Like I always want to know who wrote what.
They
all
ain't
the
never
time.
gonna let the man with the sauce. They ain't never gonna let nobody know you. Cause what happens is if you great at doing what you do and you do it for me, then how the world gonna know who I am if they know who you are? So what we gonna do is let them know about me, and we gonna numb you down. We gonna silence you.
Yeah.
Don't let
Eclipse.
him do eclipse. That's what we call.
Yeah.
That's what we gonna start using that
Yeah.
word.
So I got to ask you this too, because I know, and I'm trying to remember because I'm trying to go back and think about the times. Were you there when Mace was exiting, or he was like everything was just in motion during that time?
I was there when Mace was at this time. When I always look at Bad Boy, I look at the studio and who was coming to the studio saying they got a session tonight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then who locking in the A room for 2 days and 3 days? They'd be like, Mace is over there, or the Locks is over there. You'd be like, well, I'm trying to get in. What can I come to the studio? They'd be like, you got to come tomorrow morning at 8
Right.
Yeah.
for an hour.
Wow.
And then Carl Thomas is coming in. Then Faith Evans is coming in. Then Mary J. Blige is coming in. And you'd be like, what? I need to get some studio time.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
It's
And
a
not
lot
only
to
that,
deal
that
with.
lineup is impeccable.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
is.
That
but then
lineup
when you,
is impeccable.
It is impeccable. But when you start looking at your budget and you be like, hold on, I ain't never, why Mary J's recording on my budget? It's like, wow, hold on. Justin Bieber, what? Yeah. You start ordering. You be like, let's order this, man. I ain't been in no hotel in the Bahamas for 4 weeks.
Right, but that's on your budget.
So on my budget, you be like, nah, that's what we call audited. When a record label, though, really, when they have that, you just never know what's going on.
Yeah. So we always hear the rumor. It's so interesting talking to somebody who really was in that building because you hear the wildest rumors about the business or just things that's been going on in that system.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What is something that? So we were talking about this off air. I do want to touch on this, and we're just going to see if you can say it, you can.
Let's
If you
go.
can't, you
Let's
can.
go.
So I don't believe in I'm doing air quotes for we on the radio, Illuminati, right? But there's a level of success that certain people have to do certain things to reach. What are some things that have you ever been in rooms or at certain situations you be like, all right, this is too much for me. I'm probably not going to be past this level because I'm not willing to do certain things. Have you seen some things?
There was never a situation like that.
Okay.
But I will tell you this because you said about the Illuminati and you didn't.
I put the air quotes, yeah.
What it is a certain amount of certain individuals have certain facts on certain things. And these certain facts are inevitable. They are true facts. But once you share those certain facts with someone who doesn't have the understanding of, they turn into a different kind of person. So you can try to tell a person the truth and they reject the truth, even though it's the truth. It's like, I can't tell you the truth because you're not able to digest it. You're not able to understand it. And if I told you the truth, you wouldn't know how to take it. So the Illuminati would be individuals who have a certain insight on things. They have a certain insight on different things, and it's hard to share with someone who doesn't have at least
a certain level of understanding.
yeah. If you don't have that, you will never get it. Anyhow, it's almost like you can say something to someone that it'll just totally go past their understanding. They go past their head because they just don't know how to think on that. So I can't get mad. Or you can look at it like if you was to have a party and you was to invite the wrong people to your house, then your house is gonna get messed up.
Okay.
So the Illuminati ain't gonna invite the people to the house that's gonna mess the house up. We already knew they're gonna mess the house up. They don't deserve to be in this house. This floor right here is this kind of floor. That couch is that kind of. You can't just stand on my couch. You can't. I paid a lot of money for that. So once you paid a lot of money, you be like, I'm not letting just anybody sit on my couch and walk on my floor.
Yeah.
It's different. These
They
floors
meet a
ain't come
certain
from
level
Home
of
Depot.
qualifications.
Yeah, it don't come from. This ain't coming from Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah, this ain't no IKEA.
This ain't the IKEA flow.
Yeah.
This ain't that. You ain't gonna get up. So the Illuminati, to me, if you ask, is just individuals who know how to shop like that. They got a different kind of taste. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to the mall, you know, like certain times it was like, man, certain cheap things just don't feel good on me.
Yeah.
So when I put on something cheap, it just don't feel good. It makes me feel.
But what he asked
itchy.
you was like, have you been to certain parties, been in certain circles, seen certain things that might have happened, or were you ever approached in that likeness as far as like, hey, if you do this or you do that, and hey, we'll make sure you get to the next level.
Nah. Only thing I ever seen weird, I seen Maxwell sitting on Clive Davis' lap. Shit fucked me up. I tell you, that's the only thing I seen. And I was sitting there looking like this. And guess what I did right after I went to the bar. I went downstairs back to the normal people. It was a club we went to, right? And it was the downstairs floor was regular. The middle floor was some celebrities. It was VIP. The top floor was Clive Davis and L.A. Reid and all of them kind of party. So I was on the top floor, and I was sitting there, and I see Maxwell sitting on Clive Davis' lap. And then they were sitting there like this. And then I was like, oh, shit. I went back downstairs.
You said, I don't belong on this floor. Let me go
I
and
gotta
take it down a notch.
Because sometimes you can do that. If you're around something that you don't want to be around, remove yourself.
Yeah,
Correct.
easily.
You know what I'm saying? So and then certain people only do certain things around certain people. So if you ask me, the way that I walk and the way that I live, they would never do that kind of stuff around me because they already knew. I'm gonna be not the whistleblower. We ain't gonna call it the whistleblower. We gonna be that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to be
We gonna throw the flag on the play.
Okay, so that was my thing. That's what I'm saying. So
Flag on the play.
This is the
Flag on the
conversation I
play.
was having with her because I was saying like, I just feel like they know who to try and who not to try.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
that.
saying? And then some niggas, they just really be with that. And they know who with it and who not with it.
They do, especially when you're dealing with money. And I just look at it, somebody who wants it too bad, they'll do
Desperate.
anything for it. You know what I'm saying?
But to be in that circle like you were, and you were inside of that circle, you never seen any type of activity that would have made you go, okay, this guy might be not what I think he is.
Nah, I ain't never seen Puff, nothing like that.
So he never took you shopping. Because
Nah,
50 say he take out everybody shopping.
Nah. Listen though, I'm gonna tell you something. One time we went to the thing to a mall or something. It was in Miami. We had to go to Wards. He was like, "Yo, just go get anything you want."
Right.
I went and bought a $1,500 T-shirt. Put that joint on. I wore it to the awards. I got home. Guess who I gave it to? My brother.
Or
I said, "Hey man, this $1,500 shirt is for you."
dope.
And I gave it to him because I'm that kind of person. You give me Ferrari, I might just let you drive me around. I don't need it.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. There got to be some perks running with Puff. It ain't all bad, obviously.
It ain't. You know.
That's why I say you got to tell me about some of the highs.
It ain't-
Because I just hear everybody bashes this guy, but I'm going like at some point he had to do something good.
Fact.
Only thing, and then one time we went to the club and he told me I can control the credit card and buy all the girls' drinks. I remember that. I was
Oh, you
like,
bought the
shit.
bar.
Oh, you
all
was the
that.
man
I was
that
the
night.
You
dick,
brought the ball.
man. I was the dude. I was like, that's when you can stand in the back and do like this to the people,
Then they're like, who is that over there? He must be somebody.
flagging them in. Come in like this. That's how I used to be able to do. That was fun.
Yeah.
For a minute.
But how was it doing? Like, and I've been knowing you for a while, man. How was it for you doing like Saturday Night Live and the MTV Awards? You know what I'm saying? To know your struggle, know where you come from, like that had to make you feel some type of way.
I didn't know at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. I just know I was there. And I really never looked at the importance of it because I never really was a Saturday. I never really watched Saturday Night Live and
Wow.
Jay Leno and all of that. We was busy.
Right.
We didn't watch TV when we was coming up. We was
Right.
doing. You was in the club.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you do know that, like, if you get the honor of doing like a Jay Leno or the MTV Awards, that's big in your career. That's a
Right.
milestone.
Right.
You can always go, hey man, I was on the MTV Awards. I
Right.
was Jay Leno. I did Saturday Night Live. I can't say that.
So let me ask you a question.
Right.
When was the last time you watched Saturday Night Live when you was in the club doing your thing?
I wasn't watching it,
All
but
right, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even watch it.
He's watching Living Color, though, right?
I
He
definitely
wasn't
caught
even
Living
watching.
Color though. You know
Saturday
what
Night
I'm
Live was
saying?
too white. That's
Even
why
with
we
X
watch it.
saying, I don't want to cut it off, but it just seems like nobody has anybody who had a real relationship connected to Diddy, that they don't have a good story to say. Even like even when you keep asking, it seems like that was not the experience that any of his artists had, even though he was attached to so many great names. I think that that's crazy to say because it's like it really shines light on the music business as far as like just being able to see and hear people speak on this man and how far he came, but how many people don't speak highly of him that knew him in a close proximity. I think that says a lot about people who want to go to a certain level in this business. Just to say the least, because I like I said, I feel for artists because they're real artists that come in and you think that you're going to get some deal or you think you're going to get to a certain level and you have somebody exploit you to the point where you know what I'm saying? The most that you got was a few stories, but you should have gotten a whole lot more out of that.
Who has it worked for in your eyes? Who has it worked for? Can you tell me an artist that was on that label that you see it working for them?
Well, I know Mace personally.
Mace.
So I
you
know
can say
Mace
Mace.
personally.
Mace was the probably. I mean, Mace is the only one that you can really say.
I can't really say
No,
that.
I won't say that. The reason why I wouldn't
know
say
why I
that is
can't
because
say
I know
that? Why?
personally, and he doesn't speak highly of him either.
No, because you remember when Mace was riding around in that Bentley over there on West P Street?
Right.
All right.
Oh, Mark, come on.
No, we just being 100.
No,
You
okay,
understand?
it's-
And then it was just from these kind of lifestyles, like even though Mace ain't never mentioned Mark.
Right.
He ain't never said nothing about me in a good way. Mark Curry, read his book. You don't see that. So, I mean, there was really no good moments over there with them.
But that was my whole point to say
There's
that
none.
even with knowing Mace and meeting you today, a lot of people don't have high speakings unless it's Carisha talking about the shopping sprees that she got from this nigga.
Yo, I used to go buy clothes, and then because he was doing Sean John, and then when you buy a nice shirt, he'd be wanting to buy the shirt from you and have them tear the shirt up and make a Sean John shirt out of it. So after a while, he'd just let you go take this money and go shopping, and then you go do some shopping, and then you come back. He'd be like, "What's that?" He'd be like, "Let me get that. Let me get that." Because see, what you gotta also remember one thing about Puff, I know he couldn't go to the mall.
Yeah,
Now
he
you
shut them
kill
all
him.
down.
That'll kill him. So when you come in and you got some fresh sneakers, he'd be like, "Playboy, where you get them from?" I say, "From them fucking mall."
Like a normal person.
He'd be like, "Yeah." He'd be like, "I can't go to the mall. If I go to the mall, they'll shut it down." I'd be like, "That's your fault. That's your fault. Matter of fact, if you give me the money, I'll go pick you up a pair."
Right, let me get that card.
Right? I used to go in there and to the studio with like Burger King, McDonald's, simple stuff. And I go to the session, I got McDonald's, and he'd be sitting there looking at me. I'd be like, "Have you ever seen somebody watch you eat McDonald's?" Like, "Damn, where did you get that from?" And you'd be like, "McDonald's. McDonald's is the only one that served McDonald's." Right?
So in other words, he's so far removed from society, he can't even go to McDonald's.
He can't go to McDonald's. The people around him won't let him eat McDonald's. He can't go to the mall. He can't buy no sneakers from the mall. He can't go to Cheesecake Factory.
So that's why he had him walk across the bridge.
That's what because he needed that cheese. He needed the how else was he gonna get it? They didn't even have Uber Eats back then.
So people don't think about that. It's like
didn't have
you got
Uber
people that want to be famous, but then your regular life is over with. Something is so
over.
simple like going to McDonald's, you can't even do.
You can't do it. You trading in everything that you have for that, and that sucks.
Yeah.
That
Like-
nigga had McDonald's before he got
Yo,
on.
he had it because
he can't
when I
go.
walk in there,
Yeah.
when I walk in and I had a McDonald's, I'd be like, boom. I just
But see,
like
but,
the fries.
but it's a difference when you can go and get it. Like you
Yeah.
can personally walk into the McDonald's and go and
Yeah,
get
but all
it.
the
He
things
can't
this
go.
nigga done, he
But I
should have
sell
been
him
probably
mine.
removed from a lot of things.
No, I sell him mine. Y'all not getting it.
Listen to Mark. He ain't say he
listen,
gave it to him.
then
I sell him.
I sell him mine. So I'd be like, look. He'd be like, you got another burger in there? I'd be like, I think I do.
Could be 50
You know, when somebody asks you, like, you got another burger in that bag? I might.
for the right price.
For what you got. He'd be like, the people brought me this. And they brought him like, and it'd be like a little soup with one shrimp in it and cilantro or something. You'd be like, this is what they feeding you? He'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, I trade you for the burger. You'd be like, bet.
Give me the shrimp with the soup.
Give me that. I take that to the house. I front that on somebody. Hey, babe, I got this shrimp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't normal. He wasn't normal. And then also a lot of people. One thing that I also know about him too, he was a hermit.
Really?
He a hermit. He a collector of like things. So when you go to Puff House, he still have cross-color shirts, car canai, all of this, old camcorders and all this. You be like, damn, you holding on to everything? He don't let things go. So
He's a hoarder.
Yeah, hoarder.
He's a hoarder.
Most
hoarder.
water
Yeah.
signs don't let go.
Boy,
of
I
that.
used to go
Live in
and
the
I
past.
used to be taking all this stuff. I'd be wearing the clothes.
So that's a great way for us to segue into something I know we haven't talked about,
All right.
and that's your book.
Okay.
So we talked about him in the whole, but we got to talk about the book,
Okay.
Dancing with the Devil.
Yes.
What made you write the book?
Cause the whole time when I kept telling him, I'm like, listen, man, we need to talk. He was like, we're gonna talk. I'm like, I know we're gonna talk. But I'm gonna have to give you a reason to talk to me.
Mm.
So here's what it is. This is like, I'm gonna give y'all something real nice. Y'all ready for this one?
Ready.
Aubrey has said that they made everybody sign these
NDAs.
NDAs, right?
Right.
Yep.
And so they gave me an NDA and told me that if I get the publishing back, I can't talk about Puff and the likings of Bad Boys or anything. I said, look, well, I already wrote a book about it. So is you trying to tell me I got to stop selling my book? And if you telling me I got to stop selling my book, let's go ahead and look at how much the book is made, how much the book is possibly going to make between here and the next 20 years, and then you pay me, right? And then I shelf the book.
Mm.
But there's no way in the world that I'm going to be able to stop talking about you. And I wrote that. I'm grandfathered into talking about you.
Mm.
You know when you grandfathered
You in?
in?
Yeah, you
Yes.
in there.
Come on, I'm grandfathered in. You can't stop me from talking about
But this is the thing, and you wrote this book early on. This book hadn't just came out
it.
either.
Right. It didn't just come out.
You're right. This book been out for a while.
Right.
And what I've always wondered about this book was, and the rumors that's been out there about Kim writing a book and several people writing a book and mysterious things happening. I'm just kind of wondering, like, you wrote this book years ago. Why did he allow you to write this book?
I'm a gangster.
Okay.
That's what they ain't gonna, but you already knew it from the whole
So you
time.
never
He
signed
knew it
any
from the whole
NDAs?
time. I signed
No.
it, but I don't care nothing about this is what I'm talking about. I'll be like, look, I don't care nothing about anything you want me to put. Listen, man, I done had cars repossessed from me. I done had been evicted out of homes, and everything that I did, I put my name on the line. At the end of the day, I'm not honoring that.
Okay.
We gonna honor what we told street regular grown man, man
He
to man.
he
business.
reneged, you reneged.
I'm a renege too. We both reneged.
Y'all reneged.
We some renegers out here.
Yeah, we some renegers.
mama.
That's what it is. So that's just how my take was. And
Because
then-
in that book, you got a lot of allegations. There's a lot of things said in that book, and there's a lot of truths and a lot of things you can kind of read between the lines. And he never came back at you and said anything about anything. He never disputed anything in that book.
Nah. And then also, so we understand when I wrote the book with it was another writer that was the
Publisher.
publisher that wanted to put my book out was Jeff and Deborah Herman.
Mm-hmm.
From the Herman Agency, and they were the ones who did Secret and the Jack Canfield Chicken Soup for the Soul. So they took me on, and they tried to sell the book, and then it seemed like none of the major publishers was biting at the book because major publishers own the record labels.
Right.
So you say, hey, how in the world can Universal Books put they gonna put your book out with Puff assigned to Universal Records, so it's a conflict of interest for us to put your book out on our Universal. So then when you go through that, you start coming in, every door gets closed. Oh, Puff, nah, we're not going against him. So that's what it was like before the internet.
Right. Now, when you released this book, what year was that you released
2009.
2009. So that was
February 2nd, 2009.
Okay. So with that book, you released it in 2009, and I noticed like I don't know if did you stop selling it or you just took it offline for a while?
One time I took it offline because Puff told me that he was trying to do the right thing. He said, you do the right thing, I do the right thing. I said, I do the right thing, you do the right thing.
So during this time, y'all were negotiating.
No, it just never happened that way because, to do the right thing, that could be a whole bunch of things. Like, do the right, like, if you tell me you a millionaire, billionaire, you be like, Curry, everything gonna work out right, but you just need to do the right thing, and I'm gonna do the right thing. When you ask me that, I'll be like, oh, so what you trying to say, stop selling the book, and you're gonna give me $5 million? Right. I'm gonna do the right thing then. So I stopped selling, you notice I stopped selling the book, right? I said, where's the money? And there wasn't no money coming. I was like, okay, I put my book back for sale.
Right.
So
did you up the price?
Up the price to $29 because the price of the book went up to $100 once I stopped selling it.
Right.
People were selling my book for $100 online.
Because I've been looking for the book because that's why I asked that because I was going to buy the book, then it went offline, and then I was like,
yeah, it went offline. I took it off.
And so now you got it back up now?
It's back up 100%, fully functional and running.
Okay. For how much? How much you doing?
$19 for the book now, $5 for the ebook.
And how much for the hard copy?
19.
19, okay.
And now that you got new energy out here, you need to do the audio book.
The audio book, but you want to know what? Excuse my language. Niggas is too comfortable with audio. They start passing it to him.
Oh, they share it.
So you be like, man, come on, you gonna read this book? I did it. I locked this book down.
Yeah.
Like there's no PDF. There's no
niggas can't bootleg.
You are the only person, like seriously, that has a book with any references to him in a negative light.
Yep.
And I've just been amazed and to even see you being able to actually move around, function, and do things because, like, the mystery shit that's going on behind the scenes with this whole thing that's going on with Puffy this and Puffy did that. So
Puffy did. He had friends. I'm gonna be honest, man. You ever just notice when somebody, you be like, it's not him, it's us. It's not him, it's us.
Right.
He not the biggest gangster. We the biggest gangsters. You understand? Not saying, but when I mean gangsters, don't mean we running around gang banging and doing all that. Gangster mean, you handling your business. We respect it as a group of individuals. Like, I respect, like if you and X is partners, I respect you out of the same way. I don't play you and then you X partner. I'd be like, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I respect y'all because I know he a gangster. I'd be like, shoot, well, I can't play you. So that's sometimes people just want to be a friend with you because they just want to be a part of that energy.
Mm-hmm.
When when you're doing the most, everybody want to be a part of the crew that's making the most noise, that's having the most girls, driving the biggest cars, doing the most, doing the BMF. If you doing Meech, Puff will love to be your friend if you Meech.
Of course.
He wants to be affiliated with the people who are it, because he isn't.
His whole album is full of people who singers. He got SOS Band on there. He got Roberta Flack on his album. He got Nilly Vanilli on his album. He got all of these artists on his album. Like, I was listening to the song. All of the girls singers sound like the same girl. I don't know what it is, man. I listened to it. I'm gonna be honest. It was like I listened to the album. It was 24 songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was probably about 2 songs I liked on the whole album.
But
really?
you felt like you liked that.
I do like that album. I do. I ain't gonna say it act like it. The Off the Grid album.
You must go home every night and expect for your girl to have dinner ready and all of that too.
I mean, I'm a happily married nigga, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My dinner do be ready.
That album only good for niggas who going home to get a cook.
It's the love album. Mark,
yeah,
the love
that's
album,
what it
man.
is.
It's love.
Yeah, I'm a happy nigga.
It's the
so-
love album.
Yeah, but if you go home
And you
go
by
home
yourself,
and you ain't got everything,
it ain't for you.
Ain't it,
Oh, see that? Well,
man.
yeah.
Ain't it, man? You
Yeah,
got
that's
to turn it up.
That's
a little
fucked up.
bit. It
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, and I know you and him, and I know y'all had to have a conversation because if y'all talked to where you felt like you could take the book down, he had to tell you what he felt was wrong or what he felt you shouldn't have did or said in the book. What was the major backlash from him about your book?
Yo, he never ever mentioned. He won't mention this book.
Oh, it's like it don't exist.
It don't exist.
Well, yeah, because if you say something, give it light.
Or if he say something, his books is gonna go out of here. I'm just waiting on him to say. I sit back and I watch. They say Puff Daddy drops a new album. I just log right into Amazon KDP. I say, how many books have I sold? I'd be like, he be on 90 books. I'd be like, okay. Every time he make money, I'm making money too.
Yeah.
Right? I gotta figure out a way to make money the same way he making money. So every time he make money, I make money.
So it's great now because now he got an album out. Now you can hit the podcasts and
we're going to put this out ASAP.
Right. Yeah.
And did y'all hear the new music? I got a new song.
No, yeah, I was gonna segue into that because I know, and I was gonna ask you what have you been doing recently?
Well, I'll wait on you.
What have you been doing recently, Mr. Curry?
Recently? Well, one thing I realize is I'm not gonna let this good talent die.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna let this what's in me. I can't let it go.
Yeah, creator got to create, bro.
Yeah, and one thing with the state of music and hip hop, everybody feels like you got to be a certain age or you too old to do this, and you be like, why would you say I'm too old to make a rap record and I'm just the same age as Nas? I'm younger than Jay-Z. I'm younger than Puff. But why I can't make it? You don't never see older artists coming out in hip hop, do you?
Well, hip hop is only 50 years old. We have that conversation all the time.
But the
It should
older
be
artists.
allowed.
But listen, the great thing about being older now and putting out music now is the music can be appreciated more because the music is so dumbed down now.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually going to talk about something that the young cats aren't going to talk about.
Right.
And who's talking to the 35 and up crowd?
Right.
Somebody got to do it.
We had to. It took a long time to let, and sometimes in order to let certain things live, certain things got to die.
Facts.
And that's just in any walk in life. Sometimes, in order for us to achieve that success that we're looking for, something in us has to die. So you say something in you is blocking you from your blessing. What might that be? And you got to look at it. And sometimes you'd be like, what's blocking me from my blessing? What's that? You'd be like the person I'm sitting here talking to. It could be anything, or the way that I'm acting, or my vocabulary and how I speak it. You know what I'm saying? But we ask for it, but we don't really stand in alignment for it. Standing in alignment for it. So
What's your sign?
Cancer's the answer.
Okay, period. Say that then.
Yeah.
I like that.
You did a song with Jigs, right? Gigs, right?
Gigs.
Yeah, from London.
London.
Diddy did, right?
Which one? He probably did a whole. He be doing songs with all kind of people. I don't know what song.
But he's like that dude is like the Big Meech of London.
Oh, you talking about Gigs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What song is that he did recently?
Yeah, he got a big song with Puff right now.
Right now?
Right now. Yeah. And then, everybody co-signing him. Drake, he's big over there. He's like he's not Jay-Z by any stretch of the mean, but
This is what I say. Good luck. Good luck.
check your paperwork.
Puffy.
Handle your business.
Handle your business.
Good luck. This good luck.
Handle your business.
Yeah, do it. Because, sometimes you can do something big and it be big and that be the biggest thing people know you from. You be like, damn, it's crazy that I went big and that now I can't outdo that.
Yeah.
You be, I don't want to go big Puffy. I want to go big Mark Curry.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because once you go big and you under him, you can't get out of that, man. It's like Black Rock always was trying to get another whoa.
Yeah.
He could not come up with another whoa.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like God won't give you certain blessings because of what you're attached to. And unfortunately, when you co-sign to certain things, you are attached to him, so you never get to see him in this lifetime.
True that. So sometimes you just got to be careful of the company you keep, basically. Is this what my mother always told me. She said, you show me your friend, I'll tell you your future. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be careful. You when you sleep with dogs, you wake up with fleas.
No doubt.
Ain't no better way to close this, man.
Yeah, I appreciate me.
Mark, we appreciate you coming through, big dog. Shout your social media and where everybody could find you.
Yo, I got one more thing
Everything.
to say real
Go ahead.
fast.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
My grandmother is the first black lady to own a record label in
Yeah, he sent me that. Talk about that.
whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, when they talk about the chess records,
Chess Records.
with the actual movie that they made.
It's Cadillac. With
Cadillac
Beyonce.
record, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Yeah,
Your mother.
My grandmother.
Your
grandmother.
One of my grandmothers, right? And she's the first black lady to have a record label in America.
And what's crazy is to call it chess because that's the duality of light and dark.
It was called J&S Records. So when she had 26 R&B groups. So publishing and Resnick Records, I've been into this game for so long.
Your
It's
whole
not
life.
something that I just didn't fall off the turnip truck.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So that's something that I'm proud of. That I want people to know. Like it's to me, it feels good to be a part of that legacy, and I want that to be known more than Mark Curry is dissing a book and Diddy and all of this. Forget that, man. My grandmother was the first black lady to have a record label in the United States of America.
That's big.
And that's big
Let me
too.
run
That's
that.
huge.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
a movie about that. You
For
know,
real.
Chess Records. But that my social media is Mark K Curry, MARK, K one more time, CURRY, Mark K Curry. And then once you go in there, just look at the link on the bio, and then you got the access to the book. You got access to the new music. I got new music that's going on.
What's the name of the book again?
The name of the book is called Dancing with the Devil.
Okay.
I don't want to say the last part.
Okay.
The music, my album is called King of Kings. The first single that I have off the album is called I Am, produced by Dirty Snares. And every Friday, I'm releasing a new song.
For how long? How many weeks?
I'm going to do it for 3 months.
Dope.
A song every week for 3 months?
Yeah.
So what's that?
12
12
songs.
songs. Okay.
I'm going to do 12 of them.
Okay.
I already got them. I just got to mix them. That's why I was here today, mixing.
Right.
Dope.
Look at him. He ready to roll. Look at him.
I'm ready to roll.
You back in it, huh?
Man, as soon as I seen that wave, I said, oh, snap, it's time to surf.
Pull that surfboard out.
Yeah, it's time to surf, man, because it's the only thing you can do.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? They don't give you no other platform. This the only platform. It's called the surf.
Right.
Take advantage of it. You know, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with X. It's so much more and so much more that we can go into and talk. I hope this is not the last time that I
Nah. I mean, I want to talk about it a little bit more, but you know, as time, we got to deal with the time. And
we're bringing in a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Then we'll start talking
See,
about...
for the radio show, we got to limit the time.
Yeah, we got to do that. Then we can start talking about then on the Sam Cooks and the V's and all of the where we come from, the clubs.
Yeah, because we ain't even talked about how I met you. We ain't even talked about Greg Taylor,
So
the
we
Rim
just bring it
Shop.
back.
Great,
Yeah.
we got to, like he said, in time, so we can break it down. We got to. Sometimes what you got to do, we can't feed everybody the steak of the truth. We got to feed.
Because we spent the hour talking about Puffy, but we didn't even talk about Eric Sermon,
No, we
the
ain't
Rim Shop,
Yeah.
our real history, like how we really got to,
Too short
you know, how we got here, MC Breed.
Why y'all
So-
skip that? We was telling the story.
because it's too much.
It's too much.
Too
yeah.
much.
Too
This be like drink champs before.
Right.
Yeah, it's drink.
So we got to have you back.
Yeah,
We got to have you
definitely.
back.
I
So
definitely
we
wanna
can,
come back.
because we got to talk about that, because especially with hip hop celebrating 50 years right now, we got to talk, especially with them having the museum that Jermaine and Dallas put together. A lot of that history in that museum we played a part of, and we was a part of it. So we definitely got to get back on here, and we got to talk about that history.
Yeah, we
Because the
gonna
Rim
do
Shop was big.
The Rim Shop was big, but before I came to Atlanta, I was with Sugar Hill Gang. Sugar
Oh.
Hill Records.
Sylvia
Sylvia
Robertson, yeah.
And Joey.
And
Switch
Joey.
And all of them.
Yeah.
Right. So then we got to get, it's so much we got to that we going to get
Gotta do a
back to
part
it.
two.
Yeah, you definitely coming back.
Yeah.
Because we want the history. You know what I mean?
I want to put the history out there. Everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know a part of this, what we talking about.
Facts.
A lot of people don't even know who the Sugar Hill Gang is.
I do.
You do?
Yeah,
When the
because
last-
my grandma and my dad, she even had the vinyl. So
Now, I'm going to ask you a question
what?
to the young world. When's the last time you seen Wonder Mike and Master G on the stage?
Haven't.
Haven't, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time you've seen them in all of this time.
That's
It's a
history.
reason why. Let's talk about that on the next show. Let's talk about why.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
But we forgot one thing.
Yeah.
We
Before
can't
you
let
go.
him. We can't let him get out of here without doing. We gotta check. We gotta check his black card.
Yeah, let's do it, man. So look, we got a game before you go that we do.
Oh, Lord, yeah, let's do it.
So we're gonna test your black card. This is
Okay,
a test your
let's
black
go.
card game.
I'm
so
black. I'm
the
black.
rules are. He said, "I'm black." We're gonna see.
We gonna see now. Everybody
Let's
say
go.
they black. We
I'm
gonna
black.
Put a timer up for me.
I got you.
So I'm gonna give you 30 seconds.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to. No, it's 15 seconds.
15
right?
seconds.
It's 15 seconds.
What? Yeah, let's go.
You have to name 3 things off the question that I ask you, and these are
Okay.
all related to just being black.
Okay.
And every black person should know these.
Just got to know it.
All right. X, you ready?
I'm ready.
Name 3 black love story movies.
Love Jones?
Not you.
Not
Can't be on that.
Get out of here.
Love Jones. Love Jones. 3 black love movies. Notebook ain't black. 3 black love movies. Love Jones.
Time.
All right.
she
Love
gave you
Jones.
Love
We
Love
don't- we
Jones,
don't have that.
Love and Basketball, and Best Man.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't
But you're
never-
not in it.
But listen.
I'm not.
But he said he black.
He did say black.
He said he black. Let's go.
You 0
He's
for
0 for 1.
You got to give me something hard, man.
That was
That was hard because you ain't do it.
Because black men don't have love.
Damn. That's why he don't like the Love album,
Man,
man.
we ain't got no love.
Hey, Mark need a woman.
trying
Y'all
to-
need to get him.
I got one at the house. Y'all know she love me.
Cheer him
Mark
up.
said he a gangster.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
cheer
for
Mark
him
said
real,
gangster.
man. Love.
Shout out to Mark's
snap.
woman, man. Cheer
Let's
him.
go.
Watch,
Yeah.
put on a love movie for him
Man,
tonight.
good God.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
List 3 movies Oprah Winfrey played in.
The one where the girl came back from the dead. What was that?
You the one who got to
Man,
answer.
come on, yo. She played in The Color Purple.
Yep.
She played in the movie where the girl came back from the dead, Love Alone, whatever it was, and she played in the one where they remixed
Time.
the old slave.
Time.
movie.
Goddamn. Your ass
was
said,
it?
you know that one.
All right,
that
man.
one.
I may not be as
Goddamn.
black as y'all
Hey,
think.
Mark, you 0 for 2 out here.
Yeah, I
man.
may
Come on,
not be. I was ask some real black stuff like, what do I do with an EBT
Hey,
card?
man.
Something like that. How do you find EBT cards?
Let me
I
see.
can tell you that. What?
You need
I
a
know where to
card.
get them.
I got an easy one for you.
What? Give me an easy one, black.
Come on.
I give him some because he's 0 for 2 right now.
Yeah, this
His
is-
black card is we
You
about to
from
revoke.
Jersey, so
Yeah.
I'm throwing you a bone here.
Stealing cars?
Nah, but
All right, go
we can
ahead.
do that too. You ready?
Yeah.
List 3 New York boroughs.
Oh, you got Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Queens.
There you go. Boom. See, easy. I'm bringing you back
All right.
Thank
All
you
right.
for that one.
Hold up. That's 1 for 3. You gotta give him one more. You
One
gotta
more.
give him a chance
to
to.
tie it up.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
I like that one. Let's see.
For him to tie it up, you gotta give him 2 more.
Name 3 foods that black people eat.
Pork and beans, Frank's, hot dogs, fish sticks.
All acceptable. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
he.
Call them pork and beans and
Now,
Franks.
that's quick too. Fish sticks, nigga. I said fish sticks.
Hold on,
Yo,
man.
bro, I ate fish sticks so much as a kid.
You know he
My dad
get.
cooked
You know
them.
he's ghetto
I
as
hate
hell.
them.
He's definitely been poor before.
Facts.
Yeah,
I
pork
hate
and
fish
beans,
sticks.
hot dogs, and fish sticks. What's up?
All right. Okay. Here we go. This is for
This
all
for
of-
this for this
for
is
everything.
it. This for everything right here.
Ready? List 3 black-owned clothing lines.
Car Canai, Sean John, and Cross
Cross colors. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Mark Curry is black. Everybody, save yourself,
Marathon
man.
And look, you want to know where really it was only one. I had 2,
Yeah.
and I had to think of the third one. And guess what? The third one I had it was really. I was like, oh shit, I got to think of a third.
Sean John, of course. It only makes
Think about
sense.
see, I don't hate. I
see,
put it out there.
There you
right.
go.
There we go.
Where that on?
So listen, man, we gotta have him back.
Yeah, no, you coming back because we do. It's the 50 years of hip hop, and we do want to talk about the rich Atlanta history.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can bring you back with G.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good show. Cause man, we're gonna have to be talking about the movie then.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a yes. Let's do it. We
'Cause
bring you
I'm
back.
definitely part of the movie, so
Yeah, you definitely. X is definitely
We bringing you back.
is the movie. I think the movie's about X.
stop.
Oh, there we go. Shout out to Spearhead X, man. 50 years of hip hop. Mark Curry in the building. We outside. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on all platforms at The We Outside Show. We out.
P.